Antimatter, 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 antimatter.
Since the dawn of our civilization, all the way to the time of this breaking news, we humans believed that everything that exists up there is only what we can see with our eyes and with our optical instruments.
Antimatter,
Well,
antimatter,
things have changed now because we have established the existence of entities existing in our terrestrial environment. And these entities are completely invisible to our eyes as well as to our optical instruments, but are fully visible with new instruments, therefore dramatically enlarging our conception of the perceivable universe with far-reaching possibility of future development and discoveries that perhaps are beyond our imagination at this time.
Antimatter,
An explosive dynamo.
They wish for explosions, balls blast off like geysers. Higgs boson, find a large hadron collider. I'm in the pantheon of rhymers, bars last long. I gotta mention the fact to get excited when their hands on the product. I read 5 articles on a God particle. Prayed for 5 minutes to the Lord when I heard a voice inside that was audible and said,
all of it's true, now here's what you ought to do. Tell this to my people and make sure that it's recordable.
Tones and frequencies, me and my poems wanna be left alone in secrecy. The Almighty shows that He speaks to me from transverse communication to carrier pigeon. As long as I get the message, you can see the chariots ascending up and down Jacob's ladder. I was creating patterns with sages and masters when I heard Satan split atom. Particle accelerators are not what you think. Will physicists become the locksmiths to the bottomless pit? Don't cross the Einstein-Rosen bridge, your brain's frozen stiff. Shorty asked me, are we dreaming? I had to pinch her like a Doberman. Prepared for the ultimate. When hearts fail, there's no pulse again. Just be aware of the results you get. My rap style transformed to a gun like Megatron. Wrapped in sackcloth, spit with a golden tongue from the Renaissance. About the professor who wrote the essay about Tesla's death ray. And guess what? That became a military industrial template. Yo, aristocrats who sit and chat with them diplomats about this and that. Don't go no tit for tat, you just get the facts. Hey yo, spit them raps. Who's explaining the dangers of the forces of nature? Take precaution if you choose to open portals for chambers. Time signature rap flows cause miniature black holes. Minus 85 degrees, why's temperature that cold? He's a phantom with a dope sentence. Intrinsic angular momentum. Forensics examining the cold venom. How do you brag still? You're a flow, I'm a spewing gas spill. Lighting L's, doing human flag drills. Proton, spin crisis will rip through thin fibers like nano incisors. Electromagnetically invited, manufactured stargates. We gotta let the chips fall where they may, but after disaster is a dark place. You say for the sake of science, this purpose is much greater. Even Stephen Hawking stated this can become unstable, uncontainable, like unobtainium. The combustion is spontaneous, destructive and highly dangerous. Destructive and highly dangerous, like a chemical chain reaction or even trained assassins. What's the chain of command, General? Said the Navy captain in the crazy accent. This is how a patriot acts with a fleet of nuclear armament that's radioactive. I'm asking, my brain expansions like a Rockefeller mansion. Picture that like Stella Lansing. It's necromancy how my pen is dancing. Tell me why is Lex so antsy? The fancy complexity is developing and advancing. Develop the weapon that makes this fella intrepid. Extended his senses like an insect with an extra appendage. Cause I metamorph raps, shape-shift bars, and an 8-foot large beings coming out of a spaceship. God, you're nothing but a savage who waves the chopper angrily. I see the world through a different lens like Dr. Santilli. Put the finishing touches as I masterfully produce it, but they want me to start rushing like Vladimir Putin. The atmosphere is polluted. If you cavalier, then prove it. They get you up out of here. If you tell the truth, you're a nuisance. History of the planet's hijackers in a time capsule. Black budget finances, off-world contractors moving in a clandestine manner. Raise Thor's hammer like I'm trapped in gamma. Omnidata, antimatter.
antimatter entities.